A message from the divine. What you need to know about a possible meeting on February 14th. Dear soul, the universe is gently nudging you to pay attention. A spiritual message is unfolding, one that suggests someone may be planning to meet you on February 14th. This isn't just about a date or a casual reunion. It's something deeper, more sacred. The angels are connecting with your energy now to prepare you for what could be a significant moment in your personal journey. If this meeting happens, it may not simply be about love or romance. It could be about closure, healing, clarity, or spiritual growth. The person who might be thinking about meeting you is not impulsive or reckless. They are thoughtful, grounded in tradition, and someone who values structure, loyalty, and stability. They don't act on fleeting emotions. Instead, they move with purpose. If they're planning this meeting, it's not out of whim or curiosity. There is likely something unresolved between you, something important that still needs to be addressed. Whether it's a conversation long overdue, a final goodbye, or a fresh beginning, the angels are guiding you to see beyond surface emotions. This person may carry lessons that are deeply connected to your soul's evolution. This encounter, should it occur, carries karmic energy. It may be a test, a turning point, or a moment of spiritual reckoning. It could involve someone from your past, a former partner, a mentor, a friend, or someone who once held a position of authority or influence in your life. This isn't someone who takes matters of the heart lightly. If they're returning, it's because something feels incomplete. Perhaps a bond was broken without closure, or perhaps they've grown and are now seeking to rebuild trust and understanding. You are being asked not to assume anything. This is not necessarily about rekindling love. It could just as likely be a moment meant to bring you clarity about your own path, your own growth, and the choices you need to make moving forward. The angels want you to reflect on what you've learned since this person was last in your life. Are you in a place where you can receive them with compassion and wisdom, without losing sight of your own truth? Or are you being called to finally close this chapter for good? If this meeting does happen, you may feel a rush of emotions, memories resurfacing, old wounds reopening, or even hope stirring in your heart. But you are reminded to stay centered. Look beyond their words and observe their actions. Are they showing up with honesty and the intention to make amends? Or are they seeking validation, forgiveness, or comfort without truly being ready to give back or take responsibility? The person who might return on this day may feel the weight of the past pressing on them. They could be realizing the consequences of their past actions. Maybe they walked away without explanation, broke promises, or treated your heart carelessly. Now, they might be seeking justice, not in a legal sense, but in the spiritual sense, a balancing of energy, a moment to right the wrongs. The angels are guiding them, not just out of longing, but to confront what was left unsaid or undone. However, the focus is not solely on them. This is also about you, your healing, your strength, and your ability to make empowered choices. The angels want you to remember, you don't owe anyone your forgiveness or your energy just because they ask for it. Forgiveness is a sacred act, one that must be earned and deserved. If they come to you seeking peace, they must be willing to match their words with actions. The universe is asking you to be wise, to see clearly, and to act with grace. Don't let nostalgia cloud your judgment. Don't let old emotions draw you into patterns that no longer serve your growth. You've changed. You've evolved. And now you must ask, is this person aligned with the person you've become? If their presence brings confusion, hesitation, or the same emotional instability from the past, you are being guided to walk away. But if they come with sincerity, growth, and a willingness to build something true and balanced, then perhaps the meeting has a greater purpose. It may be an opportunity for closure, for peace, or even for a new beginning, but only if it supports your highest good. Love in its purest form is not about duty, tradition, or expectations. It's about mutual respect, deep understanding, and spiritual connection. True love will never make you doubt your worth. It will never force you to carry the burden of someone else's growth or guilt. It will meet you where you are, without judgment, without pressure, and without conditions. This moment, whether it unfolds as a meeting or not, is a reflection of your current journey. It is a mirror held up by the universe, asking you to examine what still needs healing, what still needs to be released, and what you are truly ready for. Are you clinging to something because of old attachments? Or are you opening yourself to a love that is real, supportive, and aligned with your soul's purpose? The angels want you to trust your intuition more than anything. Pay attention to the energy this person brings, not just their presence, but how you feel when you are near them or even think about them. Do they bring peace or anxiety? Do you feel grounded or thrown off balance? Is your heart expanding, or are you shrinking back into fear? Justice, divine justice, is not about punishment. It is about truth, balance, and restoration. This meeting, if it happens, could be the universe's way of allowing that justice to unfold. It could be a chance to hear what was never said, to understand what was never clear, or to finally put to rest what has lingered in your heart far too long. But it is also your opportunity to reclaim your power, to stand in your truth, to say no if it no longer feels right, or yes if it feels divinely aligned. Whether this person returns to make things right, or simply to cross your path one last time, remember that you are not the same person you once were. You have grown wiser, stronger, and more attuned to what you truly deserve. Sometimes people return not to stay, but to help us realize how far we've come. Other times, they return because they are finally ready to meet us where we are. The angels want you to know that either outcome is sacred. If it leads to healing, embrace it. If it leads to clarity and closure, honor it. And if it opens the door to a new beginning, move forward with grace and discernment. You are not at the mercy of fate. You are an active participant in your life's path. The universe will always guide you, but it is your choices, rooted in love, in truth, and in self-respect, that shape your destiny. You are being reminded that whatever happens on February 14th, it is part of a greater divine plan. Whether this person shows up or not, whether they bring answers or more questions, you are being guided towards something greater. Do not fear this encounter, dear soul. Instead, walk into it or away from it with your head held high. Let the energy of love flow through you, but let your wisdom lead the way. This is a moment of alignment, not confusion. It's an opportunity to step into your truth and trust that the universe is leading you exactly where you are meant to be. If you meet them, may the meeting bring peace, not pain. May it bring resolution, not repetition. And if they do not come, may you find comfort in knowing that you are still being protected, still being guided towards something far more beautiful than anything you've left behind. Above all, know this: you are deeply loved by the divine. You are never alone. The angels are with you, watching over you, guiding your heart. They want the best for you, not just any love, but the kind that heals, uplifts, and empowers. Trust the process. Trust yourself. Trust that everything is unfolding in perfect timing. February may 14th be the day of love for many, but for you, it could be the day you choose yourself, your truth, and your future. Whatever happens, may it bring you one step closer to the love that is truly meant for you, the kind that doesn't make you question whether you are worthy, but reminds you that you always have been. Sometimes in life, we are so busy looking for big signs or loud declarations of love that we miss the quiet ways someone shows up for us. The angels want you to slow down and pay attention to what's been silently unfolding in your life. There is someone who has been there for you, maybe not in obvious or dramatic ways, but in calm, steady, silent ways that speak volumes if you truly tune in. This person has been like a quiet guardian, offering support without asking for anything in return, standing beside you when others walked away, and protecting your spirit from harm even when you didn't realize you needed protection. Their loyalty has never faded, even when you may have doubted yourself or felt alone. This person never truly left your side. Their love has been silent, but unwavering. The angels, especially Archangel Michael, are highlighting this love for you now. Archangel Michael is known as a powerful protector, a warrior of truth and divine love. When his energy is present, it means something is sacred and deserves your attention. He doesn't show up randomly. His presence means this connection is under divine protection. It is not here to harm you, mislead you, or cause confusion. It is not built on lies or illusions. This connection, this love, has been watched over by higher forces because it serves a purpose greater than you might currently understand. It's not something ordinary. It's something blessed. This kind of love doesn't need to shout to be real. It doesn't need to constantly demand attention to exist. It exists in the quiet moments, in the unspoken words, in the gentle looks, the silent prayers, and the spiritual bond that can't be broken by distance, silence, or time. If you have been questioning someone's role in your life, if you've been wondering whether their love was ever real, this is your confirmation. The angels are telling you it was, and it still is. But this is not about romantic fantasies or emotional games. It's about recognizing deep soul level love and support that has been present through both good times and painful ones. The person who has been showing up for you, even in silence, has not done it for attention. They've done it out of love, out of soul recognition. At a deep level, their spirit knows yours. Their heart recognizes your pain, your joy, your growth. They have seen your light, even when you couldn't see it yourself. That's why they stayed, even when it hurt, even when it was difficult, even when they had to step back. They still carried you in their heart. Their devotion may not have always made sense to you. You might have misinterpreted their actions or thought they didn't care. But the truth is, they cared more than they knew how to express. They loved in their own way, quietly, protectively, spiritually. There is something truly special about being loved this way. It's not flashy or boastful. It's not about chasing or proving. It's about a sacred connection that stands the test of time. That's why the angels are urging you to open your heart. You don't need to fear this love. It is safe. It is not here to deceive or destroy. If there were past misunderstandings, pain, or separation, the angels ask you not to focus on that right now. Instead, focus on the love that survived all of that. The love that remained steady even through the storms. You may not realize how much this person has prayed for your healing, how often they sent you silent blessings, or how much strength they've drawn just by thinking about you. They have had their own struggles too. Their journey hasn't been easy either, but somehow, even in their own battles, they made space for you in their heart. They never truly gave up on you. And you, whether you realize it or not, have been a source of light for them too. Your presence in their life has been transformative. They've grown because of you. They found strength because of what you mirror back to them. You remind them of hope, of purity, of something worth fighting for. That's why they never let go of you completely. The angels want you to understand that this connection is part of a divine design. There's something you both came here to do, something greater than the physical world. This bond is meant to awaken parts of you that have been asleep. It's meant to help you remember who you really are. And while this journey may have had pain and confusion, that doesn't mean it was wrong. Sometimes the most powerful love stories begin with the most difficult lessons. What matters now is that you don't close your heart. Let the healing begin. Let understanding enter where once there was confusion. Let compassion flow where there was once pain. Forgiveness is key here, not just for them, but for yourself. You are both human. You are both learning. You both made choices based on fear, confusion, or pain. But underneath it all, there was always love. And love, when real, doesn't just disappear. It evolves. It transforms. It deepens. If your heart has been guarded, if you've been afraid to open up again, the angels want you to know that this is a safe space. You are protected. This person does not come to hurt you. They come with sincerity, even if they don't yet have all the words. Trust your soul more than the surface. Feel the energy beneath the actions. Look at the history of their presence in your life. You are not imagining the bond. You are not delusional for feeling deeply. You are spiritually connected. And this connection has always been watched over. Even in your dreams, your guides have whispered truth to you. Even in your quiet moments, your heart has known what your mind tried to ignore. Now it is time to trust again. Not blindly, but with wisdom. Trust in the signs. Trust in your growth. Trust in the protection that surrounds this love. This love has the potential to not only heal old wounds, but to create something new and sacred. It doesn't have to look like what others expect. It doesn't have to follow society's rules. What matters is the purity of the bond, the way it makes you both better, stronger, and more whole. The angels are not asking you to rush. They're not saying everything will be perfect instantly. They are simply asking you to recognize what's real, what's been there all along, and to stop running from your own heart. If fear has been holding you back, let courage rise. If doubt has clouded your vision, let clarity come. Archangel Michael is with you, guiding your steps, cutting through illusions, and offering you his sword of truth. Let that truth liberate you from pain. Let it bring you peace. You are not alone. You never have been. And the love you've been hoping for has already found you. It's just been waiting for you to see it clearly. There is so much beauty waiting to be experienced in this connection. The angels are ready to walk with you as you explore this deeper truth. They will give you strength, signs, and insight. They will help you both grow and understand each other better. You don't have to figure it all out at once. Just open your heart to the possibility that something sacred is unfolding. Let love lead, not fear. Let hope rise, not judgment. Let the past be a lesson, not a prison. This is not just about romance. It's about spiritual partnership. It's about soul-level commitment and divine timing. It's about healing the wounds of separation and remembering the truth of oneness. You and this person were always meant to cross paths, not to break each other, but to build something eternal, something blessed. The angels are cheering you on. They see the strength it takes to love after pain, to trust after betrayal, to hope after disappointment. And they are walking with you every step of the way. You are not walking into danger. You are walking into divine alignment. This love is not a threat. It is a gift. Let yourself receive it. And finally, they ask you to let go of the walls around your heart. You don't need them anymore. You are safe. You are ready. And this love, this soul-deep love, has been ready too. It has waited patiently, silently, lovingly. Now it's time for it to be seen.